Hey guys, it's Jen with my Organized Tribe. Today I am really excited to share with you probably my most favorite room, spot, whatever you want to call it, of my house, and it is my mudroom that I use for my kids' backpack station, shoes, all the things that you need when you come in and out of the house. It is seriously my most favorite spot because everything has a place, it works, and I seriously, absolutely love having a space for all these things. Back to school time, it really is like my favorite time of year to start getting everything reorganized, revamped, clean start, and everything ready for a brand new school year. So I'm going to share with you today my process of cleaning out my whole mudroom area and reorganizing it to get ready for when school starts, which is just about 2 weeks. Just under 2 weeks for my kids. So I'm going to share my cleaning and organizing process, and then at the end, I am going to show you the final product of backpacks in, everything ready to go, and how I have all the cabinets and drawers organized and where everything goes that we use on the regular basis. Now I do have, as you can see behind me, I have a large wall that I have mudroom built-ins in, and I'm really fortunate to have that in this house, but I have previously had to just hang hooks on the wall for backpacks and just kind of put bins on the floor for shoes. So whatever space you have, you can make it work. You just have to figure out what you have, how many kids you have, and the space that you have to put something together. But I highly, highly recommend having a backpack station, shoe station, just a centralized spot for all the things to go where you can easily find it when it's time to head out the door, or to put it when it comes in and it's not just thrown in the bedrooms, on the kitchen table. You know the drill. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So like I said, I have mine on this big 11-foot wall. I have built-ins with cubbies for each person in our family. We have 5 people. My husband and I have a cubby, and then the 3 kids have their own cubbies. And I will go ahead and show you kind of how I have it all organized. Over on this way, right here is the door from the garage where we always come in and out of. And so to the left over here, I have 2 cabinets right here, and then everybody's cubby, and then 2 cabinets over on the far side. And I'll go ahead and show you what I have in these cabinets, and then I'll work my way that way. So it might be a little bit difficult to see in some areas, and the lighting in this space is kind of off, but I have the camera angled up here. Now in this cabinet is where I have a hanging rod at the very top, and then I have all of the kids' coats hung in here, and then I have just extra space down at the bottom. Right now I have just a bin that has Ziploc bags that we put the kids' socks in when we travel somewhere, and that's just kind of stored in there. But I really don't have anything on the bottom. But I do like to have all of the coats right here just for easy access and grabbing. Now when it is cooler, they will keep the one coat that they wear on a regular basis hung on a hook in their cubby, but they generally just get stored up in this area. Now this bottom cabinet on the left side is probably one of my favorite features of this whole system, because the whole thing slides out and it's everyone's socks for the entire family. And I have it labeled for whose drawer is what. And this is where the majority of the socks are kept that's worn on the regular basis. There might be some fuzzy socks or just random socks that are in the drawers in the bedrooms. But since we don't wear shoes in the house, we put all of our shoes on in this area before we walk out the door. All the socks stay stored right here. Especially with the kids' bedrooms upstairs, because I can't tell you how many times in our old house that they'd come downstairs, didn't have socks, didn't want to run back upstairs to get them. So this is probably, just like I said, one of my favorite things in the whole mudroom is just everyone having all their socks in one location just to grab and put on your shoes. Now for each cubby, there is a basket at the very top, and in these baskets is where we keep extra hats that aren't normally used or worn on a regular basis. So extra hats might be when it's in the cooler months. We live in Florida, so it doesn't get that cold. But it might have some scarves or gloves, hats, like warm hats. Anything like that is going to be stored up here in this top basket. And if you're wondering where I got these baskets from, I got them from Target last year. So spring of 2018 is when I got these baskets, and they just fit perfect in this little space. In this second little cubby right here, it's pretty small. It's not that much room, but in this area is where sunglasses are dropped. My husband puts his wallet up there, just anything that might be in the pockets that you don't want to get messed up. And now I also, for the kids, I also use this right here for library books, books that come home from the school classroom. I know my daughter last year, her teacher would send home the books on Monday. They'd have 5 books. She'd send the books home in like a plastic pocket folder type of thing, and they stayed right here. She grabbed one out each day, read it, and then took it to school the next day. So all the books that don't belong to us stay right here unless they're getting read, so they don't get lost, and we have library fines, and you know. So books will also stay up on these little shelves for the kids. So for the hanging part of the locker area, the cubbies, whatever you want to call them, I have 3 hooks in each one. I have 2 double hooks on the left and the right, and then I have one in the back, which is a double hook as well, but it's like a top and bottom double hook. I'll show you close up in just a second. But on these hooks is where we hang hats, coats when it's cooler outside, and then their backpacks stay on the right hook. When I designed this whole mudroom system, I made it to where I could utilize the space as much as possible. The custom cabinetry guy that drew it up with me and built it and everything, he was like, are you sure you need that many hooks? Like, do you want to put, you know, this and then see how he goes? I'm like, nope, I already have it in my mind how it's gonna work, how I want it. We got the size right. So it's big enough to where a backpack will fit right here. Going this way, we usually have hats and coats hanging back here. And then Kaylin has a purse over here. And then my sons just have more hats. But yeah, it really is just perfect for me. I haven't wished that I wanted to do them any other way. I mean, it works for us. So this is where the backpacks come in. They hang. You always know where they are. The drill is when my kids come home from school, they hang their they usually sit it on the bench. They take their folders out, whatever needs to be given to me. They go sit that on my desk, and then they hang their backpack up. Take lunch boxes to the kitchen. And it works. So win-win for that. And then now for the bench part, I have a pretty deep bench here. I think it's 24 inches. And then part of this is the cubby part. And then you have enough room to sit right here and put shoes on. So it's really nice to have somewhere to sit down and do all those kind of things. And then everybody has a drawer. They're really deep, the whole depth of the bench here, and then a pretty good height to it. And this is where each person stores all of their shoes. Now we do have play shoes and cleats and just shoes that would stay a little bit more on the dirty side. Those stay on a rack in the garage, right outside the garage door. But typically all the shoes that they're wearing to school will be in the bins in these drawers, ready to be pulled out and put on. Grab the socks right there. Shoes, backpack, you're out the door. Okay, now for the far right cabinet, I'm going to open that up, and this is the same setup as the one on the other side. It has a rack at the top, and then in this cabinet is where we have all of our coats hung. These are all the coats that we have. Like I said, we live in Florida. We don't need them that often. But it's got raincoats and then just regular coats that we would pull from up there. And like I said, in the cooler months, we will have the one that we wear daily, just hung on a hook in our little cubby area. But up here, it's just coats. Now down here in the lower cabinet, we have shelves here. And these, now on these shelves is where we have the things that we need to grab from going out the door for sporting events or anything kind of like that. So what I have on the top shelf, I have 2 bins in here. Back in this back one, I have some rain ponchos and some extra sunglasses, a little handheld fan just for hot events if we go to football games or whatever. I also have some cooling towels in here that you just get wet, take with you. So I have cooling towels. Have an extra thing of baby wipes right here if you need to grab some to go. In this basket, I just have other little things that I might need to grab on the go. Kids ibuprofen, some bubbles to entertain my toddler sometimes, just a little hand sanitizer. This I will sometimes take to sporting events with me, kind of put what I need to in there. Kleenexes, carabiner hooks, I love these to take to any kind of little events, ball fields, just anything like that, to hang stuff or on the stroller. So basically like that, I have a little face sunscreen. I have motion sickness stuff, Dramamine, all that stuff if you're going out on the boat or car rides. My youngest has been known to get car sick a couple times, so all this just stays right here. Easy pull out whenever you're going somewhere. Now on this one right here, I really don't have much of anything in this one. This is a little wet bag that I used when we used cloth diapers, but it just has a couple little, I think it's dinosaurs. It has just a couple little toys. Right now it's got play dinosaurs that if I need something to entertain my toddler when we're running out the door going somewhere, I'll grab this and stick it in my purse or my bag, and then it's just got a couple little quiet toys for him. And then over here I have bug spray and sunscreen. This shelf right here, this is just a little plastic bin. This holds dirty socks because you got the shoes coming off right here. The laundry hampers are upstairs, so I have a bin that holds all the dirty socks so they're not strewn just all over the house, which still happens. But it helps, and it's easy, so they're not just put on the stairs to take upstairs. They pick them up, put them in here, and then I grab these when I go and do laundry. And back behind this basket, on this shelf, I have some extra backpacks, clear bags to take to certain professional sporting events that you have to have a clear bag. Just extra little bags to put when you're going somewhere. It's just extra bags right there, because when we're going somewhere, I just kind of pack everything up from this area and it's just all here ready for me. Down here on this bottom shelf is just boots. I have a pair of boots back here, Ugg boots, and then my husband has a couple pair of cowboy boots. These don't fit in the drawers under me, so they kind of just are tucked perfectly back there. He doesn't wear them on a regular basis, but when he does, and then the cooler months, then that's the spot that they go. So that's it. That's how I have my mudroom, which is my backpack and shoe station for school, all organized for any kind of events that we need things for. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I have things organized and maybe give you some tips or ideas. It's just my favorite thing, just to organize all of this stuff, just to make your life simpler and just to work better. If you like these kind of videos, give it a thumbs up, and I do have more organizing videos and more back to school videos. I'll have some linked below, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well, and I post more just kind of like random little shots here and there with some more ideas and inspiration and just kind of what I'm up to. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.